I'm back here with my next episode of Sunday Stories. And as you all must have already seen it, the title is Purpose of Life. So this is a story about a very wise man and his son. So there was a city where there was a very, very wise man, and he used to give advices to everybody. Everybody regarded him as a store of wisdom. Everyone from far and wide, from other cities, everybody used to come to this wise man for advices, for talking to him, getting motivated, getting inspiration, and he was full of wisdom. But his son was a very, very lazy boy. He kept sleeping, spent time with friends, did no work at all, and all the time this wise man kept telling his son to do something, to learn some type of work, but he just wouldn't hear. Now this wise man was actually very worried about his son. He himself was getting old, and he felt, like when the son becomes old, he grows up, he gets married, how would he take care of his own family? He did absolutely, this wise man's son did no work at all. This wise man was very, very worried. So one day he had an idea, and he called his son and told him, he gave him a bag, and he said, there's something for you in this bag, and I want you to do something because I just want you to find the actual purpose of life. So you have to go and find this. So the son, he couldn't understand, but he was very happy to see this bag, and was very curious to know what was there in the bag. So the father said, see, he gave a map, he opened the map, and he said, see, you have to go to this place. He showed him in the map, and he said that there is this cliff, and just near that cliff there is a tree. He showed him a particular type of tree, and he said, just underneath that you have to dig, and there is a lot of treasure for you, and I want you to start today itself, because that treasure is specially meant for you, and I'm afraid if someone else would reach there and take that treasure, so you have to go and bring that treasure. So the son was very happy. He said, all right, so if I get that treasure, I will not have to do anything in life. So it's better to go once and get that treasure, and it will be okay. So he said, but what is there in this bag? So the father said, it will take time for you. So here you have clothes. And the boy opened to see, and he saw that there were 4 pair of clothes, the sets of clothes with which were all of 4 different seasons. So he said, why all different types of clothes? He said, you never know till when you will reach there, how far it is shown in the map, but how far it is you will have to see. So there's clothes for every season for you. So the son couldn't understand this part, and he said, all right, but if just going to that cliff and bringing the treasure is required, it's well and good. So he gets ready and he leaves for the destination. Now he walks and walks and walks and walks, and in the middle, he takes some burla cart, help of a horse carriage, everything. He was the father in that bag. The father had packed some raw meat and raw food, and he had also kept some fruits and little amount of money, not much. So he started his journey. He took help of a bullock cart, and then he realized that if he would take these carts and help of carriages and all, the money would be spent. So then he, kept walking. On the way, there were some robbers who robbed him, took away all the money, and he realized that he didn't have the energy to fight with them. So he felt very bad that, God, I have been robbed away of all the money. So then on the way he met many people also, and he made, he went there, he told them that he was going to a particular place. So there were people, who helped him a lot. There were people who gave him food. He stopped, for nights at few places. There were people who gave him shelter to sleep. There were many different type of people he met. Landscapes changed. He crossed the land areas, then he crossed the river areas also, then the hilly areas came. So different types of landscape, and he had to go. He kept, opening that map, he kept studying it, taking suggestion from people which way he should go, and he kept moving on and on and on. And he was in a hurry, he had to reach there before anybody else, could take that treasure. So seasons changed, and then he realized that, all right, my father had kept these clothes for different seasons. So the type of season came, and he kept changing those clothes. The others he washed and kept in the bag. So doing all this, he reached the cliff in 1 year. It took him 1 year to reach there, and reaching there, and he was very, very happy, but he didn't tell anybody around why he was there, because he didn't want to share that treasure with anyone. So he found that cliff, then the particular tree that the father had described, and he started digging, he started at night only, and he dug and dug and dug all around the tree, and deeper, but there was no treasure found. And he spent few days there, every day he used to keep digging, but there was no treasure found. He became very upset. He became very angry at the father. It had taken him 1 whole year to reach there. And he became very angry that he had, reached there with such a great difficulty, but he didn't find the treasure. So after a few days' search, he decided to go back home. He started his return journey. Now on his return journey, he was now going home. So he did not have any goal in his mind. Here, he was rushing, and he just didn't do anything, just didn't think anything. He was so very, thinking only about that goal. He had not seen anything. He had not thought of anything. But now when he was returning, he again had to cross all those landscapes. Then the seasons again changed, but now his clothes were now, there were just four, different types of clothes, for 4 sets of clothes for different seasons. Now his clothes started tearing off, and he learned how to sew his dresses. He started hunting for food. At times, he had to fight the wild animals for his survival. There were times when the weather was very, very bad, and he had to stay at few places, and for food he had to sow some seeds which he found on the way. Those grew up. He started making food out of those plants and seeds that he had sown. He learned the art of survival. He started hunting. He learned how to fight with wild animals, wild people also he met on the way, for his self-defense, for his survival. Crossed so many different landscapes. It must have been difficult, walking all the way, crossing all those landscapes on his own. He even made a canoe to cross the rivers. Then while coming back, he met the same people he had met when he was going. And to his surprise, he saw that they all welcomed him. He was now a familiar person to them. And then, he was, in fact, he was really, he felt there were such good people in the world. He was just a passerby, but they had welcomed him so nicely. They made him stay there, and he too wanted to help them. One day he saw, one of them was a farmer and he was sowing crops. So he stayed with him. He said, see, I was going, you didn't know me, and you gave me shelter. Your family, your wife cooked such good food for me for the days I was here. I was unwell. I had hurt myself, and you took such a lot of care of me. I need to stay with you a few days, and I'll help you in your work. And he made friends, on the way. He met all those people for the second time now. Seasons changed again. Now, when he was staying there, he saw how the seeds germinated. He learnt this art of survival. It was, on this return journey when he saw the beauty of nature, how things grew, how things, out of that small seed, how a sapling came out, how germination took place, how he saw life growing. He, met so many people. He, so compassionately, they had all welcomed him. He saw the beauty of different seasons. He, started admiring the beauty of nature, the beautiful landscape, which on his first journey, he had not even, stopped to ever notice all these beauties, bounties of nature that God has given us. On his return journey, when he was just going home, he was going home back, he was disappointed that he had not found the treasure. But the return journey was now teaching him so many different things. So then, he made many friends. He enjoyed life with them, their simple life. He became a part of their life. He stayed there. He helped them. He learned how to sow different types of crops, and how, hunting is done. He learned that. Then he met different people of different occupations, and one was a farmer, one was a shoemaker. He stayed there for some time with that person. He learned how to make a shoe, how they would cut the leather piece, how they would stitch it. He learned the art of making shoe. Then he met different types of people and different types of things he learned. And he reached his home now, and he went straight to his father and he said, Father. Father heard his voice. He jumped up and he ran towards his son and hugged him, and he said, oh, welcome back, my son. How was your journey? The son said, Father, you had sent me to search, for that treasure. But I didn't find any treasure there, and I'm very disappointed. It is quite possible that before me, someone else reached there and took the treasure. And when he was speaking this, he realized that he was not angry anymore. He was so happy to meet his father after 2 years. It had taken him an year to go and an year to come back. In fact, a little more, because now he had stopped on the way at different places with the people he had met on his first journey. He had come while returning. He had met everybody. He had thanked everybody. He had helped everybody. He had learned so much from everybody. So he said, but Father said, I'll tell you everything about the treasure, but first tell me, how was your journey? So he said, Father, when I was going, it was a very difficult journey for me, and I just went in a hurry. It was a very struggleful journey. But when I was returning, my return journey was really fascinating. I made so many friends. I learned such a lot of things. I learned how to make a shoe. I learned how to sew food. I have learned how to fight animals for self-defense, wild animals. I know how to hunt food by killing animals. And I learned a lot many things. How to sew clothes, how to, build a small house for myself, a shelter for myself. And I learned many things. I made many friends. And everywhere I got something to learn, and I was able. And then he tells about the different landscapes he had crossed. He tells about the different seasons he had seen, and while on his return journey, he had seen the beauty of each and every season. Every season has got its own beauty, be it autumn, be it spring, be it winter or summer or rainy season. Every season has got its own beauty and importance. So that is what he said and described. And the father was very happy. His father said, he says, but tell me, father, I'm very disappointed. You gave me one work and I was not able to do. That was for finding the treasure. Father said, in the first place, there was no treasure there. There was absolutely no treasure there. I wanted you to know about the treasures that God has given us. I wanted you to learn the purpose of life. One should not be so very goal-oriented. You just can't only see the goal that you have to, your destination where you have to reach. Only that cannot be the aim of your life. You need to admire the beauties of nature, the bounties of nature that God has given us. We need to be kind. We need to know the art of survival, the art of living. It is not only to earn money and become rich. That is not an art of living. You need to, in the journey of life, you just can't think about your work and that you have to become the richest person. Alongside, you need to take care of everybody around you. You need to be kind to people. You need to help people. You need to know different types of people. You need to know how things grow, how things take birth, how to survive. You need to know the purpose of your life. The purpose of your life is not to be a rich person. The purpose of life is to be a good person, a kind person, who should be grateful to God, grateful to your parents. Give time to everything. Live a balanced life. If you only focus on the goal, you will not be able to admire the things around, and life will be very difficult for you. You will feel everything is very struggleful. But once, alongside the goal, you are living a balanced life, caring for everyone, helping everyone, spending time with everyone, enjoying the beauty of nature, knowing the art of survival, art of living. That is the purpose of your life. The wise man said, I wanted you to know the art of survival, art of living, which is the actual purpose of life. Rich people, you will earn one day, you will become rich. But only if you are goal-oriented, you will leave so many things behind. You might lose so many things. You might lose so many people. Live a balanced life, purposeful life. I hope you liked my story, and everyone should know the purpose of life. Live a happy, grateful, loving, full of love, full of compassion, full of care. This type of life. Purposeful life. We'll meet next Sunday with another nice story. Till then, goodbye, take care. Love you all.